series you've all been waiting for. We are going to start our Kmart DIY Art and Craft Kit review, and today I'm going to hopefully get through 3 kits. The first one being the sun printing kit. It's a really nice sunny day here today, so I thought this is a good one to get out of the way first. Then we're going to do the Polymer clay besties kit, and if we've got time I will do this Bargello planter kit. I don't even know how to say that word, but obviously it means when you're doing the weaving. Okay, so first up, the sun printing kit. I've always wanted to do this. I bought similar products from an art supply store once, but I never actually got to it to actually do it. So this will be, hopefully it's a good one. Okay, so in this kit we have got a little book with different ideas. What looks like some stencils, plastic board, and I'm assuming this is a paper that goes light, so I need to read some instructions. Where are the instructions? Getting started. In this kit you're provided with, so you can, it's giving you optional materials, so I know that you can use like pressed flowers and leaves and things like that for this artwork. Found objects. Now this has got lots of project ideas, which is pretty cool. You don't usually get that with Kmart DIY kits. So I'm going to just make my own design using the stencils that they have provided. I'm assuming it's this way, because that looks just plain. Okay, so we've got our first design ready. Let's go and put it out in the sun for 10 minutes. Now it is a little bit windy today, so fingers crossed it doesn't blow away. I guess you could put just some clear tape on the corners maybe, but we'll see how it goes. Now let's go and check on our sun print. Okay, it wants us to rinse off the paper. Now I hope I actually put the paper down the right way, because it didn't actually say which was the right way. So fingers crossed. Okay, so, okay, you can see that there is definitely an outline. So hopefully that's cool. That's actually really cool. Wow. Talk about instant gratification. That is very cool. I'm going to do another sun kit print using just some leaves I found outside on the ground, because I think the stencils were really hard to get out for me. Kids, I can imagine, would feel the same and get frustrated, and if they break really easily they're just going to get upset. So maybe for kids, rather than using the stencils, or either you get the stencils out for them, or just go outside and get some cool leaves and maybe press some flowers and do that instead, because that's going to be a lot easier to place. I guess the kit doesn't tell you which side to have up, but you can kind of tell it's kind of got like a textured look. That's very plain, so see how that's got that texture? So make sure you're using that side. Now for this one, I think I'm just going to do like some cute leaves. Who knows whether that will look good. So the other thing that would be good if it came with a couple of these clear sheets, because if you want to do a few at a time, you have to make sure that you're just doing it on a non-windy day. This could be cute with the doilies. Hopefully they don't blow away. Put them outside. Unfortunately, these two did have a little bit of wind affect them, so they didn't turn out as amazing as they would have had the wind not blown the leaves and doilies over during the 10-minute process. Okay, next up we have got the Besties Polymer Clay Kit. I'm excited about this one. I love using polymer clay a lot. So I've tried lots of different types of polymer clay, so it'll be good to see how this one shapes up. And I want to see what accessories we get, as well as instructions. Okay. Okay, I've done all the polymer clay projects. Now we're going to put them into cook. Now, I only found this out a few months ago. I am at my studio and we don't have an oven here. So what I realized a few months ago, you can actually use an air fryer to do your polymer clay. As long as it's got the option to set the temperature and the time, it's fine to use. Obviously, if you're using it for food a lot, you wouldn't want to use it all the time for polymer clay because it does give off like a plasticky smell when it's cooking, and I'm sure that's not great if you're cooking food in there. But I just use the one at the studio that's not really used very much. I give it a good clean out every time I use it. So let's go put it in. Okay, we just got the polymer clay out of the thing. I mean, I don't know why the suggestion in this kit was for rings, because polymer clay, before it hardens, it's quite hard to keep in the same place. I just decided to do all of the things that was suggested in the kit. The beads, it's only got a little tiny little piece of string. So I mean, that string for what it suggests to do a key ring, that worked quite well. And to do like a little beaded keychain, it's not a lot of string. Okay, so my review of the polymer clay kit. The clay's fine, apart from the purple. I really didn't like the purple. And also what you find with polymer clay is the darker the color and the stronger the tint, it actually stains your hands. So you should really use that last, go from light to dark, because otherwise what happens is you get these little pieces of the darker color on the lighter color. And the way it's suggested to do this, I personally would work from the inside out. So that means the purple is second. The purple should be last on all of the projects. Yeah, the rings, I don't think that's a good idea for a polymer clay. It could have been anything else. Could have been like a mini plant. It could have been a little charm brace, a charm for a bag tag or something. This tool is okay. Not the greatest for making a hole in the beads, but I guess they probably have to be careful about the sharpness of the tools that they use in these kits. Overall, it was an okay kit. The other color polymer clays, apart from the purple, worked fine. But honestly, yeah, also the instructions about heating were very broad, and I don't like that. With my polymer clay, I want to know exactly how long to cook it for, on what temperature. Whereas these said place it in an oven preheated to 130 degrees, allowed to bake for 15 to 30 minutes, depending on thickness. That's a very big range. I don't like that. And look, I've just broken that. I literally just, this is quite thin, so I just did the 15 minutes, but that is just crumbling apart. So I don't like this clay at all. The purple's really dodgy. The other colors possibly less dodgy. I would prefer to just use maybe the Montmartre polymer clay, which are really affordable. They're a cheaper option than the Fimo and the Sculpey options. And you can get cute little kits with tools and stuff from Montmartre as well. I might actually put my own kit together and do a review on that down the track after I finish these Kmart reviews. But yeah, I mean, this was an okay kit. I wouldn't do the rings. I would, if you bought this kit for your kids, tell them just to stay away from the rings. Maybe just do these little cute little key rings, and that's it. And just use the purple last. Don't use the purple first. So not a thumbs down, but not really a thumbs up either for the polymer clay. Okay, next up we have got this Bargello planter kit. I have no idea if I'm saying that correct. Okay, instructions: wool, more wool, needle, the pattern. Ooh, oh, okay, so it's not an actual pot, but I guess you just put it over your actual pot and probably sew it up. Okay. I mean, it's a little bit misleading, isn't it? It kind of looks like a finished pot, but I guess someone who knows about this is probably going to assume it's not going to have wool on the bottom, maybe. I don't know. A little hack for you: if you can't get the wool through the needle, just get some tape and pop it around the end of the wool, and that will work as like a shoelace type effect and easily get that wool onto your needle. Now, as far as this planter kit goes, I got this far. I'm so bored of this project already. If you like sitting maybe on the couch and doing like a really repetitive task while you're watching a movie or something, like if you like the idea of knitting or crocheting but can't actually knit or crochet, this could be a good one for you. As far as kids go, I think this would only be good for a very small amount of kids who are not going to get bored of this. I don't really get bored easy. I love colouring or drawing for hours and hours, but this is just too simple and repetitive to keep me entertained. So I don't see myself actually finishing this one. So for me, this is a thumbs down, waste of money. One of those ones you just go, oh, I'm just going to chuck it out. I'm never going to get that done. So only get this kit if you or the child you're buying it for is going to not get bored of it and actually finish the project. So that is the first round of Kmart DIY art and craft kit reviews. We did the polymer clay, the planter, and the sun printing kit. This is absolutely my favorite so far. I would actually buy this for presents for people, adults and kids. Adults who are just getting into their creativity, maybe. This is a really cool kit. The other two wouldn't buy, wouldn't waste my money. Let me know what you think. If you have a favorite DIY kit, whether it's Kmart or elsewhere, I would love to know in the comments. And stay tuned for our next round of 3 Kmart DIY art and craft kits coming up next week.